Hey everyone, welcome back to Mel Beezy Eats. My name is Melissa in case you are new. Today is Monday. For dinner tonight, I'm making chicken afritada. It's a Filipino dish. I'm going to be using chicken drumsticks. I have a small onion that I sliced, 2 cloves of garlic. I have an orange bell pepper. Normally I would use red, but the store didn't have any. And then I actually forgot to buy tomato, but if you have tomato, go ahead and dice up like a medium-sized tomato or like 2 small tomatoes. And then I also have a potato. I'm gonna peel and cut that up a little bit later. I'm also gonna add a jalapeno. Normally I don't, but I just want to add jalapeno today. So we're gonna do that. And then I have some tomato sauce and some fish sauce for seasoning. So I'm just heating up my pot. In here I have a little bit of vegetable oil. I'm gonna start by sauteing the onion. I'll let that cook for just a couple of minutes and then I'll add in the garlic. So I just added in the chicken. I'm just gonna brown this up a bit just so it's, brown on all sides. I'm gonna add a little bit of fish sauce to the chicken and then just a little bit to start because we can always add more later. Now I'm going to add in my tomato sauce. I'm also going to add in 1 can of water. So I'm gonna put the lid on and then just let the chicken cook. Chicken is almost cooked, so I'm gonna go ahead and add in the bell peppers. I'm also going to taste the broth and then see if I want more fish sauce. So I went ahead and added in my potatoes, my jalapeno, and then I added just a little bit more fish sauce. You just want to season it to taste. You can also use, like if you don't have fish sauce or you don't want to cook with fish sauce, you can use soy sauce. Yeah, you can also use soy sauce. So we're just gonna let the potatoes cook, and then once the potatoes are cooked, then this will be ready. All right guys, here it is, chicken afritada. This is so good. Kids will have it with rice. I'm just gonna have the chicken. Might steam some broccoli, but we'll see. Then that's it, you guys. That's dinner for Monday night. Today is Tuesday, and for dinner tonight, we are having wings. So I have my chicken wings here. I'm gonna season with some salt and pepper and a little bit of garlic powder, and then I'm just gonna cook it in the air fryer. So I'm gonna get it seasoned and into the air fryer, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's done. Here are the wings right out of the air fryer. Just letting those cool down a little bit because they're really hot, and then I have the rest in the air fryer right now. So that's it, you guys. That's dinner for Tuesday night. Today is Thursday. For dinner tonight, I'm making meatball sliders, very easy. So we have some Hawaiian rolls here. I'm gonna use the whole package. I have some shredded mozzarella cheese. And then in here, I am warming up the meatballs. These are from Costco. They're just the Kirkland Italian style meatballs. And I have some spaghetti sauce. And then I will cut this way, and I'll just show you guys when I do it. So I put all of the meatballs, well, I put 1 meatball on each little Hawaiian roll. And I put a little bit of sauce, and then I topped it with the shredded mozzarella cheese. I'm gonna put the top back on. And then if you want, you can put some melted butter with garlic, like garlic butter. You can brush that over the top if you want. I'm just not gonna do that today. So I'm gonna put the top on and then pop this in the oven until the cheese is melted and until the bread is toasted. Here are the meatball sliders right out of the oven. I'm just gonna let it cool for a little bit, and then I'll just cut down each section. And that's it. That's dinner for Thursday night. Today is Sunday. We're having sloppy joes for dinner. I already started and I forgot to film, but basically I'm just browning my meat. I have garlic and onion in here, and then ground beef. I seasoned with salt, pepper, and garlic powder. So we're just gonna brown the meat, and then we're using manwich. I have 2 cans. This was 2 pounds of ground beef. And then we also have some curly seasoned fries in the air fryer. Here is AJ's plate, sloppy joe. We added some Mexican shredded cheese. You want cheese on yours?
Yes.
And then Alfredo actually has a fried egg for his. Yum. And then we have our fries. So that's it. Dinner for Sunday night. Today is Monday. For dinner tonight, I'm making short ribs, beef nilaga with short ribs. So in here, I just have the short ribs, onion, and whole black peppercorns. I cut the onion into big pieces, and it's been boiling probably like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. So we're just gonna keep boiling it until the meat is nice and tender. I just put the vegetables in. We have green beans, cabbage, and this is pechay. It's kind of like bok choy, but they're smaller. So here is the nilaga. It's so good, you guys. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to eat this. It's so good. And then we also have rice for whoever wants rice, and that is our dinner for Monday night. Today is Tuesday. For dinner tonight, I'm making baked ziti. But instead of ziti, I just have rigatoni. You could use penne if you have that. This is just what I have. And then I'm using Prego fresh mushroom. You could, of course, make your own sauce, but we're just using that. I have some shredded mozzarella cheese, a couple cloves of garlic, a smallish medium onion. I have a pound of ground beef. Normally I use sausage. You could use sausage or ground pork or ground beef, whatever you like. I just have ground beef, so I'm using that. And then I have some ricotta cheese. So I'm waiting for the water to boil, and then I'm gonna start on the sauce. I just put the noodles in the water. I have some salt in there, and then I'm just heating up this pan over here. That is my oven. Oh yeah, also preheat your oven to 350. I have a little bit of olive oil in here, and I'm going to start by sauteing the onions, and then I'll add in the garlic and the ground beef. So here's the sauce. I added like a I added a heaping tablespoon of sugar. I always like to add a little bit of sugar to my spaghetti sauce. Well, normally I add a lot, especially if we're going for like a Filipino style, but you know, for this, just add like a tablespoon. This was a big jar of sauce. Alexa, stop the timer. This was a big jar of sauce, so just like a, you know, heaping tablespoon. It'll even out the flavors, get rid of a little bit of that acidity. So I drained the pasta and then I mixed in the sauce. I saved some of the sauce here because we're gonna layer it with the sauce and cheese and the pasta mixture. So I have my pan here. Let's see. I have my baking dish here. I'm just using aluminum, but of course use whatever you have. I'm gonna put a little bit of sauce at the bottom so it doesn't stick. And then we're gonna do pasta, ricotta cheese, sauce, and mozzarella, and then repeat. Okay, so this is what it's looking like so far. We have sauce on the bottom, just a little bit. I added half of the noodles and then some ricotta cheese. I just did like dollops. I did like 6 of them and then just kind of spread it around like that. Then we're gonna do sauce and then the mozzarella cheese. All right, I add a little bit of sauce and then I just spread it around. And then I'm gonna go for the cheese. I don't know if I can do this with one hand, but here we go. Mozzarella cheese. Spread that evenly around, as much or as little as you want. And then we're gonna repeat. Here's what it's looking like. I'm gonna pop this in the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes. So here's the pasta right out of the oven. You can leave it in a little bit longer if you want your cheese to be a little more golden, but that's what it looks like. I'm just gonna let this cool. And then I'm gonna pop the garlic bread into the oven, and that's gonna be our dinner for Tuesday night. Today is Thursday, and for dinner tonight, I'm making beef steak. So in here I have ribeye steak. You can use like whatever beef you want, but I just have ribeye. I cut it into strips. And then the marinade is just soy sauce, lemon juice, a couple cloves of minced garlic, and then some freshly ground black pepper. So I'm just going to add this into my pan, and then I'm also going to add in some water. So I'm gonna bring this to a boil and then just let the meat cook, and then once the meat's cooked, I'll add in some sliced onion. So once your meat is cooked, then you just add your onions and then let the onions cook for a little bit, and then that's it. Beef steak, super easy. I actually have a separate recipe video for this, so if you guys want exact measurements, I'm gonna leave that video linked in the description box. Today is Friday. For dinner tonight, we are having a very simple, easy, quick dinner. I bought this at Costco. This is Hawaiian style chicken. It says fully cooked charbroiled chicken thighs with teriyaki sauce and pineapple. And you can either heat it in the microwave, in the oven, or on a barbecue. So I'm gonna heat it in the oven. This is what it looks like. It comes in this pouch. Everything is already in here, the chicken, the sauce, and the pineapple chunks. So it says to just heat the chicken for 15 minutes in the oven at 350, and then take the sauce and the pineapples, put that in a saucepan and heat it on the stove. So I'm gonna do that and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Here's what the chicken looks like. I just took it out of the pouch. I put it in a foil pan so I can heat it up in the oven. And then here's the sauce with the pineapple chunks. Here is the chicken. I put some of the sauce on top. I actually cut the chicken into strips so it's easier for everyone to eat. And then we have it over some rice, and that is it. That's dinner for Friday night. This is actually going to be the end of this week's weekly dinners video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys in my next one. Bye, everyone.